Hey, I'm Ontario Clark, and I'm so happy to have you, just joining in today as we look at struggles, sacrifice, and the success. And for those of you who have not heard the audio on this, you can also look for me on YouTube and get familiar with some of the motivational and inspirational audios I have been putting out there. And most of what I put out there, they are taken from this book. Think on these things. And I'll tell you more about the book as we go along. I want to talk about struggles, sacrifice, and success. So many of us today strive to achieve desirable goals, especially those relating to our entrepreneurial and financial success. To many of us, success means having a lot of money, and that's fine. We consistently strive at times to achieve wealth through business ownership or other means that are, of course, legitimate. And that's an awesome thing to do. I say this because the secret to wealth creation lies in ownership. This is so because the primary difference between a slave and his master is ownership. Most of us are broke today because we own nothing. I want you to remember that. As we strive for success, peeps, as we push through the barriers and as we press forward towards the mark, we must bear in mind a few things. And I want us to remember these. First, we must accept the fact that life is about strength and struggles. These are a must on the path which leads to success. There is no success without some level of sacrifice. And if you plan to be successful, then you must expect to have struggles. The truth is, a struggle makes you stronger. And the more struggles you have, and the more struggles you overcome, the stronger you will become. The strength you gain each time you struggle is simply preparing you for the next struggle. Understand this. Struggles are natural parts of your personal development. They simply take on different features as we move forward in life. The rich have their own struggle, while the poor have theirs. We all have struggles. I mentioned in an earlier chapter in the book, Think on These Things. If you want life to be a bed of roses, always remember that roses have thorns. Today's highly successful people can testify of their struggles. They can testify of their journey. They can tell you about their mishaps, their failure. They can tell you about their rejection and the shame and embarrassment that some of them experienced on their journey to where they are today. There is always a great story behind a true successful one, because success is earned. It is not given to any man. In other words, had it not been for struggles and the strength they gained, they would not be where they are today. That's a fact. It is a shame to know that oftentimes we allow their success to trigger our emotions, but we never let their struggles and their victories inspire our hearts. A part of overcoming struggle, my friends, on the road to success requires you to do some things. And those things may not necessarily excite you, things you are not necessarily passionate about, the things that are truly necessary, but you don't necessarily like them. This is so because your journey on the road to success cannot and should not be governed by pure emotions and your feelings. Oftentimes, success is less about passion and more about purpose. Remember that. I remember attending a business conference in Montego Bay in Jamaica a few years ago and heard one of the speakers say, I don't eat vegetables because they taste delicious. I eat vegetables simply because they are good for me. End of quote. Some persons refuse to choose a relatively great path to success because it is not their passion or it doesn't seem exciting. For example, they tell you, that's not for me because I don't work well with people. Or, I know it can make me financially free, but I don't really like sales, just for argument's sake. Learn this. The path to success is not about what you like, It's about what makes sense. Struggles are inevitable, peeps, because success is placed, or it only takes place rather outside of our comfort zone. If not, why then would you need courage? Why then would you need confidence? Why then would you need commitment? That is why success requires sacrifices. The journey brings pain at times, but this pain serves to push us into our purpose through our discomfort and into our true destiny. Learn this and learn this well before I run. Results only come after the process or the process is completed. There is no other way. It can't happen before it happens. You can't desire victory and you have not fought a battle. How can you say I am victorious when you never even had a war? The truth is, if you want the rainbow, you are going to have to put up with the rain. I am Ontario Clark. Thanks for listening, and I hope you are blessed by this little chat. I want you to follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, where we can discuss more about life's journey. God bless you.